Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Auburn Tigers offense will get first crack at it today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ambrose. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Catches it at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Wildcats offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. Quick release on the RPO. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Hines. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll give it on the counter. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they could...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Hines. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first.
Turning it on. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Wildcats are rolling down the field. Quick handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Hauls it in. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Pulls and fires complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Oh, he's got some space. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. To the ground with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hines. Makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the marker. Oh, and he knocks him out of the way, and he's running free. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And those are some serious wheels for this Tiger quarterback, positively Nick Marshall-esque.
Yeah, and you think about Nick Marshall and that run to the national championship game. Man, they ran the football some more. His dynamic ability at the quarterback spot. All Auburn offenses that have been great have had that guy at the quarterback spot.
Auburn to the line in a hurry. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Florida is currently ahead on the scoreboard, but it's clear Tim Tebow's not out there, and because of that, I don't see a blowout today in the Swamp. They're up by 7 over Navy. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Scanning the field. It's Hines. get it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Right on the money. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Cole. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. And here comes the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The give. There he goes. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Kentucky going quickly. To the air. It's Hines. Quickly to the tight end. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. This time they'll go to the running game. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Spins away from the defender. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That brings them to within 1. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Power football with the run. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking downfield, it's Hines. Bringing the heat. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Makes the catch. It's Ambrose. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So here comes the Auburn offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be... Breaks into the open. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. They want to run this quarterback. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking for a man. It's Hines. Makes the grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Give to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. The give out of the gun. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that, when they jump on top here in the second half. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. They'll move the tight end. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's the handoff. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw at times. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He's got it on the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that time the defense dialed up a free safety blitz. They were able to get an extra number in the pass rush. Offensive line, running backs, they couldn't account for it. And that free safety able to get to the quarterback.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Hines. With the catch, it's Bickley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We reach the break, and Kentucky is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Kentucky will be forced to punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take off. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Looking downfield, it's Hines. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Guzman. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Looking left. It's caught downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Punts it out of the air. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect. The lead is down to a field goal.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the 4th quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner goes down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. With the catch, it's Guzman. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Turning it on! And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the RPO, complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To throw, it's Hines. He's got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They boot it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. He's got an open man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Ambrose. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Gonna look downfield again. Out of the backfield, he's open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Moncrief. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Ambrose. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
And the quarterback takes a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.